Let's do trash. Hit it, Rockstar.
Do we find anything out about the snake dream?
We are all over the place.
Okay, I'll let you explain that when we get through this.
Are you as excited as I am?
By the sounds of it, no.
LT's Trash is presented by MortgageRight. Mortgages done the right way.
Hey, not everything in life comes with a second chance, but our friends at MortgageRight know that rule does not apply when it comes to a home refinance. With refinancing experts nationwide, MortgageRight, they've got the tips, tools, and dedication to help you take advantage of interest rates while they are still low. But act quickly because rates are rising. Don't let this great refinancing opportunity slip away. Visit mortgageright.com/TNR. What do we got, Rocky?
You don't have to read it because I can't crick my neck and read it.
Typically represents a person in the dreamer's life who exhibits low, dirty, toxic, or poisonous behavior. You got anybody in your life that does that?
Me.
Yeah, me too.
Low and dirty.
However, they can also represent something related to health or healing.
Okay.
You got any health issues?
I hope not.
Regardless of what you imagine the snake might represent, though, if a snake appears in your dream, Lowenberg says you shouldn't ignore it.
Oh, wow. So I'm never the snake. I just see the snake as around sometimes.
Lowenberg, by the way, is a dream analyst and author.
Professional dream analyst.
Yes,
I'm not just some amateur.
I think the snake just represents what it always had is temptation, right?
Well, I mean, that was the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, temptation and basically a lie. You bought into a lie in the Garden of Eden.
Well, I think there's lies around us at all times, and I think there's temptation around us at all times.
There's no doubt there's temptation around us at all times.
And I think some see temptation a lot more than others.
Yeah. I think I know what it's about now, but I'm not telling you, Brown.
Will you tell me later?
Oh, no.
I'll tell you later.
How about this?
Jim said Brown's saving his stories for his memoir.
Brown's going to write a book.
The time I drove a Mary Kay.
Hey, the former home of late producer Aaron Spelling and his wife Candy and their daughter Tori has been listed according to the LA Times. It's on the market. I'll give you how big it is. It sits on 4.7 acres. It's got 123 rooms. Woo. What do you think they listed for? 56,000 square feet.
And it's where?
It's in L.A. It's L.A. County's largest home.
56,000 square feet. I'm going to say...
3.2 million.
Oh, gosh, no.
Forrester, you need to pull a picture of this whenever you get a chance.
Your number, I mean, like a good rate is like $150 per square foot, right? I'm going to say...
this is L.A. County, too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be much higher. I'm going to say 150 million.
165 million is what we're listing.
Wow.
That's incredible.
I mean, when you see this thing, though,
Oh, look at that.
Gosh.
Yeah, if I'd seen a picture.
Yeah. Well, if you could get it for $3 million, then I'd suggest you do so.
Yeah.
Heck of a deal
Dude,
there.
the driveway.
Man, that thing's crazy.
I'm looking at the chandelier. I would say the chandelier is probably $250,000.
Is there any part of you that desires living in something like that, though?
If I had enough people to... I mean, if you had people that were working around the clock, if you had butlers and you had...
That's the thing.
You had housekeepers.
But, I mean, that's a big resort. I mean,
It is.
I would stay there at a resort location.
but
This is how Hollywood people can stay married. You go to your side of the house, I go to my side.
And we're barely in the same county.
Yeah.
And,
What are we doing with the other two sides?
And by the way, you get a quesadilla and a margarita whenever you want it.
But when you see in houses like that, it is so nice. I don't think I'd ever get comfortable. Like, I just like the comfort of my home. And we got a nice house, but it's not like it's
See, when I leave a room, I still flip the lights off. I guess if you live in a house like that, you don't have to.
Yeah,
right?
you don't worry about that. Someone else will do it for you. If it matters.
Pretty incredible house. I wonder if they'll sell it. How's the market? Anybody know?
It's a seller's market,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I think it's only getting better, too.
According to an arrest report, Kelly Elkins, 49 years old, entered the beach lounge in St. Pete Beach around 2:15 a.m. on Friday. She was, quote, intoxicated to the point the manager refused to serve her. Instead of departing, what do you think Elkins did? She's drunk. She walks in 2:15 a.m. Bar manager says, "You're too drunk. We're not serving you."
I can tell by the screen she got arrested.
Yeah. I'm going to say...
I can tell by the screen you're not going to like what she did.
I'm going to say she took off her clothes.
Walked into a restroom, came back out completely naked.
At least she went to the bathroom to change.
Guys, here I come.
Yeah.
That's when they quickly called the cops. That could be John Kruk's sister, by the way.
Can I stay now? It could. Technically, it could be John Kruk.
Now, upon arriving at the bar, a sheriff noted that Elkins was still naked, had been repeatedly told to get dressed, but the attorney, by the way, yes, she was an attorney, by the way, would only put on a hoodie, which she did not zip up. So just imagine that in a...
Next round hoodie, unzipped.
Unzipped. She was admitted to the Florida bar in 2001. She's also a licensed real estate broker. So she's a woman of many hats.
Would you buy a house from John Kruk in a wig?
Boy, those roots need to get done, don't they?
Not gonna happen in jail.
Are you seeing a different picture to me?
Okay. Maybe just a ski mask. Okay, we got pictures to this one. I'm just going to read it verbatim. Sunshine is nice, that's for sure. The brightness of the sun can be disturbing, and sunglasses not always the solution. That's where the brow comes in. The open shades. The brow is the patented sun visor that covers your eyes from direct sunlight. You'll see real colors, experience a free, clear view, feel comfort for your eyes, and you will have direct eye contact.
And
Dutch
look like an
design,
idiot.
made exclusively in Italy.
Do we have a face on?
Yeah,
view
it's
right?
basically sunglasses, no lenses.
Yeah, it's basically a visor that's just over your.
It looks like Oakley blades with the
It really
shade.
does, yeah, with the shade going.
I don't think it's going to catch on.
I don't either.
You really don't
Lance.
think so?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. Now, if they want to buy advertising, we'll try to help them as much as we can.
Yeah, we'll show it. We'll paste it all over this place.
Yeah, we'll help
And
them
it's
as
called
much
the
as we can.
brow?
I think that's a bad name too, don't you, Jim?
Yes.
So it looks like a 500-pound bear has been sneaking around a neighborhood in Lake Tahoe.
Now, how big is that for a normal bear?
Well, I think he's on the small side.
Okay.
Now, the animal known as Hank the Tank is no ordinary
look at
beard.
Hank the
That's the
Tank.
small
Okay.
size.
He can be short.
Hank the
He's
Tank.
stocky.
We're going streaking.
Boy, Hank has not missed a meal, has he?
Yeah, he could be really, really, really
Hank
short.
said, I'm going to skip the whole hibernation thing and just eat.
According to the California Wildlife Agency, he's broken into at least 28 homes in South Lake Tahoe, adding he's responsible for 152 reports of conflict behavior.
Can we get Hank's mugshot right now?
I mean, look.
He looks ashamed. Like,
It says here the
Stop
bear has
staring.
used its, quote, immense size, I was totally off on this, and strength to break in through front doors and even garage doors.
I mean, he's got his hand in the dirt for sure.
Hank the Tank is a fantastic nickname for him. God, if you saw that thing coming, what would you do? Now, that's a bear I think I could outrun, though.
well, you get that adrenaline running.
What,
When you
the-
say
the-
outrun him.
that-
There's somebody that showed a he's driving and he's filming a bear running across with him. We're going
Yeah.
40 miles an hour, like full stride. It is insane how fast this bear.
Oh, I'm sure, but that one right there, he's going to get winded. Like, I think it's going to be an endurance race at that point.
Brown, you make it sound like Hank the Tank's going to stop chasing you to light a cigarette.
I mean, look at the bear. Dude.
Got away. Again.
I mean, I
So-
think he's got to stop and
I'll
gather
tell you,
himself.
not a lot of things have gotten away from him, though.
No, it's true. That's a good point.
His weight did.
Got a new study out there from Washington State. Viagra can be a promising treatment for dogs with a fatal eating disorder, according to a new study released by Washington State University.
I played golf recently with a guy that got Viagra. I think it was to better his blood flow.
Yeah.
No. I think because he was telling somebody.
Like all over or just in that
Yes,
one?
all over his body,
Okay.
not just in that one particular area, but I do think it helped there as well. But I think actually it helps the old
Now,
blood flow throughout the body.
sildenafil is the generic version of the drug known as Viagra. It could be long-awaited remedy for a group of dogs with a rare disorder called Esophagus. Now, according to Washington State, the condition causes an enlargement of the esophagus and a loss of the organ's ability to move food to the stomach.
Oh.
If it left untreated, dogs will regurgitate their food, can go to their lungs, and it can cause pneumonia. But they're saying this. They're saying no side effects right now. It's working.
Charlie Cockblocker occasionally will go,
I don't think you want to give your dog cock blocker.
And you'll be like Wendy
Viagra.
Bird and you just sit there Indian style watching
Yeah,
him.
watch.
well, he's
Do
not my
that.
favorite of the two dogs. And, I don't want to see him suffer, though. But it'll be occasionally after he's eating food. It just isn't going down as well as he used to when he was a younger dog.
Interesting list Rockstar compiled here. Actors who almost got iconic roles. So Jay Pritchard, the, I guess, granddad from Modern Family.
Married to, what's her name?
Sophia
Vergara.
Vergara.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ed
He's
O'Neill
funny.
got
Ed
the
O'Neill.
role, but originally Craig T. Nelson was cast for the role.
I could see that though. That's not that about.
They couldn't make it work financially. Ed O'Neill took less. He got the role.
Well, that's a good choice by Ed O'Neill. How long's that show been on now?
I think it's finally done.
It's been on a long time. It was
yeah.
on a long time though.
Yeah, I think it is done. And
And he was all the way through.
and that will be that's his. If he was going into an acting Hall of Fame, he would go
Well,
as the Modern Family character.
when I-
No,
Tips his
Al
hat and-
Bundy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Al Bundy. But he tips his hat and walks away from this one.
Yeah, probably Al Bundy, but
Yeah.
Craig T. Nelson, I always think Poltergeist.
So you think?
I know
think
people
Coach?
think Coach.
I think
I only
Coach,
watched
yeah.
Coach a couple episodes of.
You think?
I think Craig T.
You think
Nelson
Al
Poltergeist.
Bundy more than Modern Family?
Yeah.
Just
Modern
because he
Family
was
uber successful.
He was the number one character of that show.
He
Here
was.
you go.
He
Whoa,
was.
real quick. You're making the argument. What was his character's name? Even though he just said it.
Oh,
wait,
let
wait,
him do
no,
it?
no.
Okay.
wait.
Now, this is the most iconic character for Ed O'Neill.
Claire is the daughter.
Point proven.
Yep, I think we were.
And
But everybody
it's not
knows
Jack. It's not Jack.
But everybody knows Bundy.
It's not Tabitha.
I always thought, I only watched that show a couple of times. I thought
I
it
didn't
was
even
really,
watch-
really cheesy.
And I watched
Modern Family?
No.
No, I thought Modern Family was well done.
Well
Rockstar and I
done
talked
early.
about this, I think even before we all did the show together. The kids ruined that show.
I
And
watched-
Sophia Vergara.
I watched Modern Family far more than I watched Married with Children.
Me
but,
too.
But I still know Al Bundy.
I do.
So that's
me
the-
too. I know
that's the
Al
test.
Bundy. But just because I don't know the name doesn't know. I mean, I don't know the character.
I know, but it shows iconic.
Yeah.
It's an iconic role.
And Christina Applegate, one of those that got better with age.
She did.
Yeah.
She did, but how old was she on Married with Children? 17?
I think she was a little older. I
Well,
mean, she's probably close to 50 now.
The bad part, puberty kills shows like Modern Family. Like they can be cute when they're kids, but once they hit puberty, you got to keep them in the script.
So what's going to be interesting about season 4 of Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're going to be out of college by the time
Yeah.
that good thing released.
Yeah, and back to our Ozark conversation. You can go get that with Mystery Fifth Hour. But a little bit of the turn this season to me
Yep.
that I didn't like was
Jonah hit puberty.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. Does the actor's name, Keisha Knight Pulliam, mean anything
Yeah,
to you?
she was Rudy on
very,
Cosby Show.
Very good, Brown.
Wow,
Thank you.
Keisha Knight, I
Almost
would
was
have gone.
not Rudy.
I would have gone Fox 6 reporter or ABC 3340 reporter Keisha Knight. Is that a reporter we used to have in Birmingham?
Keisha Sharp, I
Oh,
think.
Keisha Sharp.
Jalil White told his agent that he had landed the role. Then
Jaleel
found
White's
out.
a dude.
I know.
He played Urkel, right? Jaleel White.
They were going to cast him as Rudy. His agent told him, "You got the role" and everything. And then they said they found out that later they changed it to a daughter, and it was going to be given to Keisha Knight.
And he ended up
But
getting
Rudy
Urkel.
is not gender specific, right?
No, that's true. Could be either way. Yeah.
Sam Malone. Guess who almost got the role?
It was Ted Danson. I am going to say who is a
So
contemporary
they
of
went
Ted Danson.
Sam Malone with Ted Danson as a former baseball player. They were going to go this guy
Jim
as a
Palmer.
former football player.
It was going to be Woody Harrelson.
It was going to be Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill. Wow. He's right in the middle of all this.
How about Joey from Friends? Vince Vaughn auditioned for the role, did not get it. Good for
Wow.
Vince Vaughn, probably.
Wow. I don't know.
I guess he'd be making a ton
He'd
of
be
money.
making
on
a
the
ton of
backside.
money.
Well, I don't
And-
know. I mean, Joey. I mean,
Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc struggled afterwards to have another role because he's so iconic as that character.
But he's still making
Every
good money.
single
off it.
actor on that show besides Courtney Love, Jennifer Aniston, but they all the males about that.
No,
Schwimmer,
you're right. Schwimmer,
Chandler, and
yeah.
then
Really interesting here. John Favreau actually was offered the role of Chandler. He turned it down.
Is the Matthew Perry was in that Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip?
he had a lot of shows, a lot of pilots.
He did,
Yeah.
but he was also in Whole 9 Yards. Was
Yes,
that
and
after
he was in-
Friends?
He was in the remake of The Odd
It was during
Couple.
Friends.
That was during Friends. Okay,
That was Amanda Pete's coming out party.
it was. I
And
knew
finally-
that would be the scene.
That's my takeaway from that whole
I
movie.
knew it would be.
I mean, the perfect Alex Keaton was Michael J. Fox.
Absolutely.
Loved
Matthew Broderick actually turned the role down.
Wow.
Probably could have pulled it off.
Ferris.
Yeah.
I think he could have pulled that
So
one
would you think Michael J. Fox could have pulled off Ferris Bueller then?
off. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. He was a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, really,
He is
really
a
good actor. Yeah.
All right, that is Trash Today, brought to you by.
Our friends at MortgageRight, they've been with us since day one. In today's world, responsibilities do not stop. For some, it's house cleaning or finding a way to stay awake during your next Zoom meeting. And for others, it's figuring out a way to make their home buying experience the best it could possibly be. Our friends at MortgageRight may not have the cure to boredom, but they do know how to get you into your home of your dreams with ease. All you got to do is go online, go to mortgageright.com/TNR NMLS 2239 Equal Housing Lender.